afternoon to all. Hope so you all are well. Today we are discussing some important MCQs which are based on the human reproductive system, which are important for your NEET examinations. Number 1. Scrotal sac of man are connected with abdominal cavity by, as you know very well that the scrotum sac and the abdominal cavity are connected together. Now in the 7th month of the embryonic development, the testes from the abdomen descend into the scrotum sac through a canal, and that canal is called as the inguinal canal. That canal is called as inguinal canal. So always remember, scrotal sac of man are connected with the abdominal cavity by a canal, and that canal is called as the inguinal canal. So question number 1 is having the answer A. Now the next question is, lower narrow end of uterus is called urethra, cervix, clitoris or vulva. We have studied in the female reproductive system that the lower narrow end of the uterus is called as cervix, okay, which is connected to the vagina, okay. So lower narrow end of the uterus is called as cervix. Question number 2, answer is B. Now hormone responsible for ovulation. You know what is ovulation? Ovulation is what? When the Graafian follicle rupture, the ovum is released out. Ovum or the secondary oocyte is released out, and this is called as ovulation. So hormone responsible for ovulation and development of corpus luteum is, as soon as the Graafian follicle ruptures, what happens? Ovum is released out, and the empty Graafian follicle is converted into a yellow endocrine structure called as the corpus luteum. So the question is, hormone responsible for ovulation and development of the corpus luteum. So FSH, no. LH, yes. LTH, luteotropic hormone, interstitial cell stimulating hormone, no. The answer is LH, because the hormone which is responsible for ovulation as well as for the development of the corpus luteum is the LH, luteinizing hormone. Fine. Question number 3, answer is B. When egg is not fertilized, yellow colored corpus luteum degenerates to form. See, try to understand it. When egg is fertilized, then what happens? That the corpus luteum will release what? Progesterone hormone, okay, and that progesterone hormone will maintain the pregnancy for the entire gestation period. Fine. Now the question is, when egg is not fertilized, then there is no need of the implantation and all, okay. So when egg is not fertilized, the yellow colored corpus luteum degenerates to form a white colored structure, and that is called as the corpus albicans. Are you getting? What happens if the egg is fertilized? Then the corpus luteum will continue to secrete the progesterone hormone. But when egg is not fertilized, then there is no use of that progesterone hormone. So what happens? The corpus luteum degenerates and it is converted into a structure called as the corpus albicans. So question number 4 is having the answer A. Now corpus callosum and the corpora bigemina and the corpora quadrigemina, these 3 terms are associated with the brain. When we study the human nervous system, we study all these terms. So corpus albicans is the answer. Now egg is liberated from ovary. And enters the fallopian tube in. Egg is liberated from the ovary and enters into the fallopian tube in secondary oocyte stage, primary oocyte stage, oogoneal stage or mature ovum stage. Always remember, when egg is released out or liberated out from the ovary and it enters into the fallopian tube, it is in secondary oocyte stage. Always remember, it is in secondary oocyte stage. Always remember that whenever the Graafian follicle rupture, okay, and the thing which is released out, okay, from the ovary is basically the secondary oocyte. So question number 5 is having the answer A. Now during spermatogenesis means the formation of the sperm, meiosis occurs in primary spermatocyte, it is a diploid structure. Secondary spermatocyte, it is also a diploid structure. Okay, both A and B or spermatogonia. So during spermatogenesis, meiosis occurs in primary spermatocyte also and secondary spermatocyte also. Remember this thing, that in primary spermatocyte meiosis first occur and in secondary spermatocyte meiosis second occur. So the answer must be both A and B. So question number 6 is having the answer C. Now question number 7. Spermatogenesis and sperm differentiation are under the control of. Means spermatogenesis, formation of the sperm, and the sperm differentiation are under the control of FSH only, follicle stimulating hormone, LH luteinizing hormone, testosterone hormone and FSH hormone, or parathyroid hormone. So spermatogenesis and sperm differentiation are under the control of testosterone hormone as well as the follicle stimulating hormone, because FSH hormone is also concerned with spermatogenesis. Clear? So always remember, spermatogenesis and sperm differentiation are under the control of testosterone and FSH. Both question number 7 is having the answer C. Alright. So these were the few questions based on the human reproduction. In the coming days, we'll be bringing some more videos based on the human physiology. Thanks a lot for watching me.